What's up, everybody? This is Elektron from ElektronSound.com, and today we're going to talk about things that you can do every single day to become a better music producer and musician. Doesn't matter how good you are at music, doesn't matter how bad you are at music. If you practice making music using these methods, then you're going to be okay. You're going to progress quickly. You're not going to be one of those producers who I look at now and then in 3 years you haven't really got anywhere. If you practice these methods, you will progress. You will build skill. So there's the one thing I do every single day in my life. I wake up and do this as the first thing I do, and that is make a beat with just 3 layers: drums, bass, and leads. Doesn't matter what genre you work in. It doesn't matter what instruments you like to record. Make a beat with 3 layers. Doesn't matter what kind of drums, what kind of bass, what kind of leads. But you have to do that every day, as many times in that day as you can. And then here's what you get from it. At the end of the week, you have all these beats to choose from, and then you can take the best one and transform that into a banger. That's how to make a banger. By making too many concepts to choose from, and you pick the best one. Imagine starting 20 songs versus starting 1 song. When you start 20 songs, you get to pick the 1 song out of that 20 that's the best. And then you can finish that and make something cool. Versus if you're over here making 1 song, you have to rely on that 1 song being the best song, whereas you can just choose from 20 of them and have a better shot at landing on a good song. So you should always be making these concepts. Not only that, but if you can't make the best 3-layer beat, the best 3-layer, let's just say rap beat, then you can't make an electronic banger. You can't make a rap song with a lyricist on it, because you don't understand how to take minimal layers and minimal resources to make something cool. You have to do that, and you have to do that every single day, because then creator's block just becomes a myth to you, because you know how to take it back to the basics and how to not overcomplicate things. Creator's block is you being negative to yourself. It's just a way that you like to tell yourself that people don't like what you're doing because you're over here overcomplicating everything. So what you can do is just get better at those basic layers and practice doing those things every single day. So then you can step back and always revert to those layers. It's like hitting the undo button on all your overcomplication shit. It's like a really, really simple idea. It's really easy too. And it'll force you to be creative. If you have to do this 3 times a day, you take 1 hour a day, even you could take less than that, and produce 3 concepts, 3 beat concepts. It makes you good. It gives you the ability to take nothing and make a full-length track. Second thing that you can do to become a better musician and a better producer, and this is like, if you do this, you will get better. It's not like if you do this, you might not get better. If you do this, you will get better. And that is, open up your DAW, pick up your instrument, pick up your microphone, whatever it is that you do, pick up your pen and pad if you're a lyric writer, and do it every single day of your life. I know people are going to say they don't have time to do it. Well, then you don't have time to chase your dreams. That's all you're saying, is you don't have time to chase your dreams. Now, if you're just a hobbyist, a weekend warrior, and you just like to chill and make beats when you're off from work or when you're off from life, and you like to hang out and just do it as a hobby, that's one thing. But if you want to become something, if you want to become the best music producer that you could possibly be, and eventually go rock shows, get signed to Monster Cat, get signed to Interscope, collab with Taylor Swift, Justin Bieber, Diplo, then you have to do this every day Because here's the bad news. You're competing with people who are doing this every single day of their lives. Every single day. Music's one of those things that you build on what you learned yesterday. And if too many days go in between what you learned yesterday and the next time you're going to produce, then you're just going to forget that, and it's going to be all just, you're starting new again. Even if you go, 4 or 5 days without producing. If you've been doing it every day for 4 years and you want to take a little break, that's completely different. That works. But if you're just starting out, or you're not where you want to be yet, you can hear in your own music that it doesn't compare to what you hear on the big labels and on the radio, then you have to do it every single day. Go to sleep a couple hours later, or wake up a couple hours earlier if you have a full schedule, and just do it every day. So let me tell you a brief little story about my journey. My journey now is 4 years old. I just looked on my YouTube and my first video just hit 4 years ago. I made my first video the month I started producing music. I didn't know what I was doing, but it's a great way to just see where I came from. And the things I explain in my first video are just gold. They're hilarious. They make no sense, and the fact that people have followed what I've said in my first videos, I can't get over that. That's hilarious. But anyway, out of my 4 years, the best I've ever gotten at making music was the 90 days that I was streaming. Let me explain. So, as some of you may know, a few months back, I was constantly pushing my Twitch account, twitch.tv/Elektron. And I was like, I'm streaming every day, this and that, come follow me. I streamed for it was 3 months total. It was like a 3-month trial just to see what happened, just to see who would follow, it was a fun little project. But what I got from streaming was the fact that I was doing it every single day for 3 hours a day. Think about that. That's 21 hours a week that I had to sit down on my computer, look at Logic, and do something interesting enough to keep people watching. Hardest thing anybody will ever do is that. Have a live audience watching you create something every single day. Days that I wasn't feeling creative, I had to be creative. Days that I didn't want to even look at Logic, I had to look at Logic for the next 3 hours. I did this for 90 days. And in that 90 days, probably missed 4 or 5 days total. So let's say 85 days for 3 hours a day. At the beginning of streaming, I literally feel like I knew nothing. And then at the end of those 90 days, it was like a boot camp. I had this crazy understanding for what I had to do as a music producer. I got better at arranging. I got better at communicating with the art of music, like the production, which I was never good at. I was always better at mixing and mastering. And then I even got better at mixing, because on the days when I wasn't making my own music, I was probably mixing somebody else's project who was watching the stream, or mixing a project of mine. And then I was mastering on other days, trying different mastering techniques to try to be entertaining and show my skill as a mastering artist, because I sell that on my website. I was always hoping somebody would buy, when you make content, you want people to go to your website and buy and purchase from you what you are good at. 85 days of constantly forcing myself to do it. And honestly, yeah, you have to want to do it. Like, you can't force yourself to do something for that many hours and that many days every single day. You can't force yourself to do something that you don't want to do. So you do have to, decide what it is you want to do and what it is you want to be good at. Let's just say we want to do music production. Find a way to put your DAW, put your instrument in your hand, put your pen and pad in your hand, put your mic in front of your face, and find a way to make shit happen every day of your life. And that's when you will get the best. you'll look back 4 months ago and say you knew nothing compared to what you know today. You need to have that. 4 months from now, I want to look back to the day I'm making this video and say, wow, holy shit, I knew nothing compared to the amount of things that I know today. You have to go for that. Work hard at it every single day of your life, and you will progress. That's how to get better. That's how you get better. Go back to the basics. Do it every single day. Force it. Because if you get signed to a label, that means now doing this is your full-time job, and you're getting paid to sit here and do it every day. So if you're not doing it every day now, don't expect somebody to think that you're anywhere good enough to get paid to do it every day, because you can't even do it every day on your own. So there you go, guys. Hope you took value from this. That's what I do to become the best I could possibly be every single day in my life. Leave me a thumbs up and comment your thoughts. I would really, really appreciate seeing your comments in the comment section. Peace out, guys.